Welcome to Larry Under Pressure. In this video, we'll be roasting a whole chicken in the Ninja Speedi in less than 40 minutes. The end result is very impressive, so watch until the end to see exactly how it's done. This is a Larry Under Pressure production. Now, let's get started.
Hello everybody, it's good to have you with us today. I'm Larry and I'll be your host today. And what we're fixing is a roasted whole chicken in the Ninja Speedi. The Ninja Speedi does an incredible job on this. As you know, I think it does an incredible job on just about everything because of the ability of the Speedi to use multiple technologies at the same time or in conjunction with each other to come up with some just amazing cooks. What we'll be doing, we're going to be using the steam and crisp function of the Speedi on this chicken, and it'll cook for 40 minutes, which is nothing short of amazing, and be completely done with a wonderful crispy skin and exterior and a tender, juicy meat on the chicken with a wonderful flavor. So let's go ahead and get started and prep it. What I've done is I've taken the chicken, it's about a 5-pound chicken. I've taken it out of the wrapper and I've washed it well, cleaned out the internal parts of it, and trimmed it up a little bit. So we're going to start with spraying a little bit of oil, and I'm using grapeseed oil. Actually, I'm using olive oil on this for a little bit better flavor. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of my favorite go-to, the coarse salt and pepper. And there's a link to this in the information below. And I'm going to put this on there because I love a lot of pepper. I love the flavor it gives it, and the salt too. And the salt makes it a little crispier. I'm going to put that on this side, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And the next thing I'm going to do that's completely optional, but I think it works well, I'm going to use some gourmet Cajun rub that I get at Rouse's Markets in New Orleans. You could use Cajun, you could use barbecue rub, you could use really anything you wanted, whatever your flavor that you like, and put on this. And I like to use it kind of liberally, and that way it gives it a real good flavor that you get a bite of in just about every bite. Okay, we've got that on there. I'm going to turn it over and do the other side, and then we'll take a look at it. As you can see, this is the back of the chicken, and for this particular cook, it runs for 40 minutes in the Speedi, and what we're going to do is we're going to put it breast side down for the first 20, then we're going to open it and flip it and do breast side up for the final 20 minutes. So that gives you an idea of what we're going to do. Also, there'll be a complete recipe with directions and everything else down below in the information below this video. I'm going to turn the camera off. I'll turn it back on in just a minute, and we'll go to the Speedi, put this in, and get it cooking. Here we are at the Speedi ready to put the chicken in, but the first thing we need to do is make sure that we have the shelf in, and in the low position. It has these little feet that you can use to make it in the high or the low position. I have them folded in so it'll go down to the low position. And then we're going to add 1 cup of tap water to the pot for the steaming purposes, because for the first 10 to maybe 15 minutes, the Speedi is going to steam the chicken. Next thing I want to do is, so it doesn't stick, I'm going to spray a little of the same oil I used on the chicken on the steaming plate. Then, as I told you, I'm going to put the breast side down with the back side up in the Speedi. We're going to close the lid, then I'll meet you back at the front. Here we are back in front of the Speedi, and we're going to flip this lever up from air fry up to the rapid cook setting. That will activate the rapid cooker side of the Speedi. It's turned on already. We're going to set it to 400 degrees. It defaults to 390, and we're going to move it down to the steam and crisp. It's at steam and crisp, 400, and as I told you before, we're going to put it on 40 minutes. And we're going to press start. There's the distinctive Ninja beep that lets you know that it's acknowledged what you want it to do. And then we're going to just hold on and wait for it. What it's doing now, you'll see these lines running by here. That means it's preheating and it'll begin to steam the contents, which is the chicken. And once it steams it for a preset amount of programmed time, it'll activate the air fryer and cook it from that point on with the steam and convection, and that's where you get your really amazing cook. So we'll let it go for about 20 minutes, and then we're going to open it to turn it over and get the breast side up, and we'll be back and do that. It switched over to air fryer about 18 minutes ago, and checking it to look at it, it looks like it's time to turn it. This is the back of the chicken, so let's see if we can turn it over and get the breast side up. Shouldn't be too hard to do. Yeah, it's looking real good. Sure smells nice. We've got the breast side up, and we're going to cook this. We are going to try to do it another 20 minutes, but then we'll check it for temp, because as you know, we never just cook by view. We always check the temp to make sure we're right. So let's go ahead and cook it and continue the cook, and we'll check back with you in a minute. It's been cooking for 18 minutes, so let's take a look, because it looks like it's done. But let's do what we always need to do when we're cooking and check for doneness by temperature. We're looking for an internal temperature of 165, or maybe a little bit better. We're at 164, 178, we're in the thickest part of the breast, 180, 172. We're done. It's absolutely done, and it looks incredible. It's nice and browned, it's sizzling and steamy, and the aroma is amazing. So I'm going to take it out of the Speedi and put it on a plate, let it cool for just a minute or two, and then we'll slice into it and see how it tastes. Look at that beautiful chicken. Let's get a slice of it and taste it and see how it tastes. I'm not going to cut it all up and take everything off of it. You know what that'll look like. But let's try a piece of this breast. Oh, the juices are just flowing out of it. Looks really good. Let's give it a taste. Oh my goodness. I better try another little piece. The skin is crispy. The inside, the meat of the chicken is juicy and tender and well cooked. It's just done perfectly. And I highly recommend that you try it. If you don't have a Speedi, it's the go-to appliance that I use for about 90% of what I cook. And they retail for about $200, but I have a link down below in the information that will get you one that's reconditioned. That's how I bought mine, and it was brand new. I don't think it had ever been used, but it said it was reconditioned. And they're currently $99 if you use the link. That's a heck of a deal on these. So pick you up one through my link, and it helps the channel just a little bit. Plus you'll have an appliance that is just second to none. Also, if you've enjoyed this, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps us a lot to get the message out to more people and to get more exposure on the channel. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you on the next video.
Thank you for watching our video. It's always a pleasure to host so many of our returning subscribers and new visitors as well. Below, you'll see a complete recipe along with comments. In addition, we have added several Amazon purchase links to go directly to and purchase items Larry uses in his videos. Thank you again, take care, and we look forward to having you join us again soon for future videos.